you to give a look. Okay. I don't know if any of you saw the questions before this immersion, but if it's okay for everybody, I just changed the question because yesterday I had a conversation with you, and I was thinking a lot of insights about English learning. Then I decided to change. But if anyone have like a stronger opinion and wants to come back to the old material, it's okay. Feel free to ask. But I think these questions are nice, especially for Bruno, who's starting here with us today. So, okay, I'm gonna introduce the platform real quick, as always. Then we can start introducing ourselves, okay? So, good morning, everybody. I'm Louise. I'm here with Lilian and Osvaldo and Bruno for an English conversation. We are here in TALKNTALK, a platform where we can practice different languages, like by talking and sharing opinions and answering different type of questions about different subjects. So this is our way to learn just by exercising. But just a disclaimer, this is not a class at all. I'm not a teacher. I'm just to guide the conversation, to break the ice, to follow the questions. So feel free to interrupt me and ask the questions and to involve in this conversation. We are not going to correct each other, the pronunciation. We can share tips, or I don't know, when we don't know a word and the other knows, so we can share this knowledge, but we won't correct each other. So, Osvaldo, since you're senior here, do you want to start introducing yourself?
Thank you for the senior title. Okay, guys, I'm here since 2024, and I started here 2 months after my beginning. Started as a host here 2 months after my beginning here. As you realized, my English is not so polite like Louise wants, so I'm doing my best to improve my my skills, and it's a pleasure to be here with you, Louise. I've yeah, I've never had a lot of opportunity to participate in immersion with you, so it's a pleasure. And Bruno, once again, welcome aboard. Lilian is like a friend of mine, yeah, in this time because we are here almost every day. So, and we talked about, for example, sim racing, something like this, so that's so different type of conversation. And I work as a software engineer since pandemic 2020, the end of 2020, December. And I'm here to improve my communication skills. In addition, try to get some good opportunity for me and my family working in a multicultural company. For example, it's a goal that I have. Let me see. I like to play games, as I mentioned, play guitar. I live with my fiance, so she lives with me, so she's my wife. And a stepson. I had 2 children related, old relationship, a lot of years ago, more than 10 years ago. Both my children are teenagers nowadays. And yeah, that's enough. Thank you.
Nice. I mean, the same configuration, like living together, but not on the paper, not married on the paper.
Yeah.
So I'm just like you too. Nice, Osvaldo. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I would like to participate more in your immersions too. Guys, you're always like on the video YouTube, on the videos on YouTube. I feel like FOMO, you know? Lilian, go ahead. Introduce yourself, please.
So I'm Lilian. I've been practicing here since November last year. Yes, I agree with Osvaldo because we are like friends since we practice here every single day together. Every work day because I don't usually practice on Saturdays. Um, About me, I I like watching soccer games, and yesterday I needed to watch my team. My team lost, so I'm angry with that situation. I'm not sad. I'm angry with that situation because they don't they can't do that because they earn a big amount of money. So I'm very angry with them. And I'm a data analyst. I work as a data analyst. I'm like you. I have my husband, but we haven't got married yet because I hope so. Uh, so about me, I think it is
But what's the team that you were talking about that lost yesterday?
Flamengo. We
Ah,
are
I
we
see.
are living difficult moments
I
in the
see.
beginning of the year.
I see. I'm not that into football, but I know that you guys get angry like easy because it's always something to be angry about. Nice, guys. Thank you, Lilian. And Bruno, go ahead.
Uh, I'm Bruno. I'm a developer. And today is my first time here. I'm here to practice more my speaking. I have studied English for I think 2 years, but I felt that my English is frozen because when I need to speak, the word is missing. It's so hard. So and my dream is live in Canada. So I need to practice and study a lot to to this goal. And I'm married. I'm living in São José dos Campos, São Paulo. And in my free time, I like to play video game and travel with my wife and my parents. And I think is that.
Nice, nice. So you're planning to live in Canada, guys. It's so cold there. I don't know how you deal with this kind of situation. I hate cold, very cold weather, like -0. But
Yes.
good luck. I'm thinking. I think that this is the great place for you to practice the English conversation. And I share this feeling with you where we miss the words, like even in Portuguese. I don't know why. Sometimes I fail with my not fail, but I struggle with my speech, and it depends on the subject that you're going to see that you can practice lots of vocabulary. So it's nice. Guys, I'm Luisi. I think I know almost all of you here. I'm 28. I live in São Paulo. I also work with data and analytics. This is a challenge for me. This is a new career that I'm starting. And I love to deal with this kind of situation, like analysis and analytics. So that's nice. And I'm very into sports in swimming. I swim like every single week. This is something that is very important for me. Like, it's something that I'm not. I don't know. How can I say abrir mão? I have no idea. But this is something that is very important in my routine. And I live with my girlfriend, but we are not married yet. But we are going to. I hope so. And we do not have any pets. But this is a dream for me to have a cat. Guys, so the subject today is our learning experience with English. As I said, us hosts, I think that Osvaldo can share this experience. We are having like proficiency um, evaluation with Philip. So this is something that is so nice for us to spot where we are missing and to plan the next goal. So that's why I chose this subject. I know that is very common, this subject here in Talk and Talk, but I think that's why everybody likes. It's nice for us to talk about our journey. So the first question is, Bruno, by the way, I'm going to read the questions, okay, just for us to answer, then I'm going to ask you. But if you want to answer or interrupt me, that's okay. So when did you start learning English and what motivated you in the beginning? Very easy one. Osvaldo, what do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, I started learning English in my high school, to be honest. However, until my young adult life, I didn't like it, to be honest. I realized that I liked English here in TALKNTALK in 2024. After my first immersions here, I realized it was able to learn while enjoy. You know, that's something I never practiced before related English. And I remember I found LinkedIn post related that, and a person said how we deal with learning a new language. It doesn't matter the language, you know. And I started to change it, my routine, to put my leisure time or something that I like using English a lot, changing from Portuguese to English, you know. So I realized that, oh man, I can enjoy learning English while I'm resting, for example, you know? So that was my virada de chave.
Nice, nice. That's nice. I love when we are able to rest and, I don't know, watch a movie in English and understand, then realize, oh, I'm actually understanding this language and I can spot the accents. So this turning point for you to start liking, I think that's the most important, right?
Do you know when I felt this way? When I realized I was understand the live streams. I like a lot live streams, and when I realized, oh, I've spent more than 10 minutes and I understood what they talking about. Oh my goodness, my English not so bad, you know?
And without subtitles, because we don't have subtitles in live streams.
Exactly.
Nice, nice. And you, Lilian, what about you?
For me, I had a leader. Actually, she was a boss, not a leader. And one day she gave me a feedback that I needed to learn English. At the beginning, of course, I thought she was wrong because I live in Brazil. I don't need to learn English. I can talk Portuguese with everyone, and I'm fluent in Portuguese. But I was wrong, and after searching about the language and the opportunities, I realized that I was wrong, and I started my learning path. And it was in 2023. I had studied before, but it was like, oh, I need to pass for my master degree, so I need to take an English test. So I studied focused on that. I didn't learn English. I learned how to pass on that test. But after 2023, I started my journey, and I'm here. About motivation. Oh, I am such.
But that's nice that you had like a boss to provoke you. I think because when we have like a superior telling us for us to do something, we are going to do. So this is, I think that's a good point. I don't know if you remember with angry or not, resentment, you know. But I think that's nice. That's nice. Did she gave you the opportunity, like the tools for to learn, or she just talks like you need to learn and that's it?
No, the problem, this advice was amazing. But the problem, uh, I was facing challenges with her because I live in Rio de Janeiro and she wanted that I moved to São Paulo.
Oh,
So this
terrible.
was it was my first problem with her.
Mhm.
And all one-on-one meetings, she gave me like a random advice. Oh, you need to learn English. Oh, you need to learn this too. Oh, you need to move to São Paulo. And I was overwhelming about this situation. So when she gave me this advice, I didn't consider because for me it was one more random advice that I, I wasn't following. So the problem was that, but uh, I started my journey looking for a new job, and to get a new job, I needed the English. So her advice was good for me because I could find a new job months after, but she didn't provide any tools or support.
It's terrible when they give just the problem or random advice. Like it feels like micromanaging. Like I want to spot the where you need to improve, but I don't want to give you answers, just problems. Thanks God, congrats in your journey because I think it was nice for you. And Bruno, what do you think about the first question?
I think that I study English in all years on my life. I studied, but I never like it until I see that it is very important for our life and for our career. So I decided to study through in I think 2024 too, when I start in a position in a multinational company as IT analyst. So we had a lot of meeting in English, and I couldn't to speaking very well, and I couldn't understand. So was was very bad because I'm the unique guy here in South America, and I had a lot of troubles, and I need to talk with other people in other countries, and I couldn't understand, and I couldn't did my work good. So I started to study in a do I started to do the classes to learn, and I think it was in 2020 and 24, and the motivation is this position that I got, and these meetings that I didn't I understand nothing.
And what are you feeling right now? Like, are you able to share your opinions in the meeting? You develop, you feel that you improve?
Yes, I know that I don't speak in fluence, you know. I know that I need to learn more grammar and more vocabulary, but now I can speak some opinions, and now I think that I can communicate it and understand the guys that is very important in my work.
Nice, nice. I think that's the path that you need to continue. Like you're going to be better and better with experience. So nice, nice. And for you to be able to work there, I think that you need to have like a level of English like to be
Um,
contratado, you know?
because the boss is my friend,
Oh, I see. Okay.
uh, and with him was the same. He started in this company in
Mm-hmm.
the same position, and he didn't speak nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So when uh, with the time, now he speak French, Spanish, English, because was necessary to learn. So he told to me, man, is very good opportunity to, of course, to improve your career and your language is a very good opportunity. So he contracted me because I have the knowledge base about the technique of the work, but I need to improve my English and other language to to deliver more.
I see. Nice, nice. But you're in the right way, right?
Mhm.
So it's going to be better. Guys, in my case, I have the privilege to say that I started learning English like in my childhood, and the motivation was my parents, not mine. So I studied like English classes when I was a kid, and I have this impression that English comes easily for me. When I was younger, I used to think that English it's a silly language, that it's easy and it's so silly. I hate the culture of English speaking um, countries. I used to think this way. Like I used to think that I don't need to speak English because I prefer my culture and I do not agree with the culture of other of these countries. But this changed for me. I realized that it's important for a career. It's important for you to I don't know, to have a different experience, to communicate, to be able to read a book in the original language. So it was easy in the beginning, and now that I want to reach fluency, that's that's the point that it's becoming difficult for me because it's not just speaking, not just sharing opinions, it's like learning heavy grammar and vocabulary, and I realized that I don't know nothing. I just know how to communicate. I have lots to learn. So that's the experience that I have. I understand English for a while, but now I am more serious about it because it's not just for leisure, as you said about Osvaldo. It's not just for fun anymore. It's for work. So it needs to be serious. But let's go to the next question. And okay, I like this one. What has been the most difficult part of learning English for you so far? All the parts for me. Osvaldo, what do you think?
Just a note, Luis. My first motivation to start to learn was the need to improve my career. I realized the same, Bruno, and all of us realize, along our journey. During this journey, I've changed a little bit my mindset to stay more in contact with English. So the most difficult part was to like was to like English, to be honest. I am a person that I truly believe the importance do you do what you like, because when you face challenge, you will overcome easily if you like what you do. I had a lot of opportunities in my life when I was stuck or facing a challenge, and I overcome then because I like to do what I was doing. So uh, before to put English in my leisure time, I struggled a lot, you know. When I realized I could watching live streams, change my Portuguese streams to English ones, watching more YouTube videos about anything I like, uh, yeah, everything I like. For example, currently I like a lot of stuffs, guys. I need to focus in specific parts sometimes in my life. Currently, I like a lot to watch racing events. I like endurance racings, like 12 or 24 hours of racing. You know, I like this kind of events. And for example, this weekend I'm gonna participate in a 12 hours virtual racing event that it simulate the real event. So the weather, the forecast, the car behaviors, the degradation.
Oh,
The
Formula 1 racing.
Formula 1 is a
Oh,
quick race. Yeah,
oh,
it's a quick.
I understand.
Yeah, F1 is a event that you will spend 2 or 3 hours to follow it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
These events I mentioned is related, you start to watch, for example, 8 a.m. tomorrow, and this event will end 8 a.m. and Sunday, you know? That's crazy. There are a lot of kinds of car, different type of power cars, you know? So there are grids with more than 60 cars, for example. You know, that's crazy, but it's so fun. It's so fun. In virtual racing, it's so fun as well. And I've been participating in a team, and we will do this event tomorrow, I guess. 12 hours of Le Mans. Le Mans is one of the most important circuits in the world, you know. It is based in the France, so I really enjoy this kind of events. I'm gonna put the most important event in this field, World Endurance Championship, you know, WEC. You know, I really enjoy. So yeah, this kind of content, I invest some time of my leisure time, consume content in English, of course, so at the same time I improve my English and I have fun. Of course, Bruno, I've never had a good opportunity. I wasn't recommended for anyone in my 20 years of IT. All my opportunities I got alone, totally alone, you know, sending CV or making strong relationships inside the companies and organizations. So I don't know, maybe in the future I will get some opportunity from some recommendation. That for me is the most not easy, the most impactful way that you can achieve what you want if you are recommended for someone, you know. So yeah, that's it, guys.
When you said about racing, I was thinking about running, you know. And I was like, why people are running for 12 hours? Like I run for 20 minutes and that's it. That's my limit.
Why people race for than 12 hours, Luis?
And it's so specific that you have this hobby because I've never met someone that likes this kind of thing. And I
Yeah,
think it's interesting.
I
I
can
just
show
don't
my
understand.
current device for you guys. I don't know if you can see.
Wow, that's incredible. You have all the tools.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Sir, you're a big fan.
I like that. You realize
Nice,
that.
nice. That's very specific. That's very specific hobby. But it's nice to know that we have people like that enjoy this kind of things. That they have like 12 hours, so it's impeccable the time and investment that people do in this kind
Of
of thing.
course, we'll do in three or at least three people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think the I ideal quantity of people is like 5 people in this kind of events, you know.
Okay, nice. Nice, very
During the
interesting.
evenings, we can change the drivers, you know, in these simulators.
Oh,
So you can
so
race
it's
for
not
2
12
hours.
on long.
Yeah, not 12 hours alone. That's crazy. You will
Yeah, it's a
do
little
2
crazy.
hours. After that, another driver will pick the car and so on.
Nice, nice, very interesting. And you, Lillian, what do you think about question number 2?
The most difficult part for me has been getting stuck at the B1 level, between the B1 and the B2 level. I can't stand it anymore because it's like a milestone. I don't need to achieve, but I would like to achieve. It's important for me. For me, personal reasons. I don't need to do that, but I would like to do that. And I have a problem with it because if I don't achieve, I won't stop. And I need to stop because I need to study other things. I need to study like data. I'm a data. I will say that I'm a data full stack professional because I can work as a data analyst, data engineer, data scientist, ML engineer. But I needed to learn some concepts about data engineer, but I can't because I'm focused on learning English. So for me, it is the most difficult part. Get stuck at the B1 or B2. I don't know. I don't know because all tests give me wrong no different scores.
Yeah, this is all about the self-talk and the self-journey, right? Because it's you just trying to do something that you want, you don't need it. It's about the motivation and the practice and discipline. And I don't have like nothing of this, nothing. I'm so I try to care, but I tend to don't care. So I admire you like very much that that you doing it just for yourself. So I think that this is the turning point. Like this is the part that the experience becomes lighter, I think, and not just obsession like it's my case. Nice, nice. But in my experience, the level that you have is just like the next one, you know. If some tests give you like the before, like I don't know, B1, it's always the next one because you feel nervous and you forgot. But when you're talking, I think that it's always the next one. My lonely experience.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have some tutors. I have one from Canada, and he gave me the B2 level, almost C1, because he told me that I can communicate without any problems. And I usually use proper grammar. Yes, I make mistakes, but uh, according to him, I don't have many problems with grammar, but I don't agree with him.
You're always I don't know, more difficult with ourselves than with others.
I'm a pessimist. I'm not a
Me
pessimist
too.
with life, but I'm always a pessimist with my progress. So I always put myself in the best, in the worst position because I know that I can do more, and this is my problem.
No, but I think it's fair. I think it's fair for you to challenge yourself. Not too much, but I think it's fair. It's a great way to learn. It's yours. It's only yours. So that's nice. And you, Bruno?
I think that the most difficult part is introduce the English in my routine. Of course, I participate the meeting, etc. But in all parts of my routine, to do this in immersion, I think that is the most difficult part. And practice. We can study in classes, so but it's difficult to practice like we are doing now about another subject, another things. In work, we always speak about the about one subject, about the specific things. So I think that is difficult to practice about the other subject or the other things. And so I think that is the most difficult part.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very difficult for you to just talk with yourself in front of the mirror, for example,
Yeah.
or practice answering questions, and the element of surprise when someone asks you a question and you need to just answer. That's the hardest part, that we don't have like enough in classes, or I don't know, videos that we are studying. So that's why I think this kind of immersion and configuration of conversation, it's nice for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, in my case, it's pronunciation. Solid answer. I think that that's the hardest part for me, because I have it's difficult for me to pronunciate some kind of words, like mirror. I can't. Word, I can't. It's very difficult for me. I don't know if it's because I'm Paulista or just Brazilian. Yeah, I have this struggle. I'm not talking about accent. I think that I'm free of this part. I'm okay. I'm not trying to fake an accent, but the pronunciation of certain words that I don't hear often is difficult. I think that all I learned is from movies and TV shows. Like, I love binge watching when you marathon some kind of TV show, and I'm always like watching without subtitles, just for being like immersive in the language, and then it's coming natural for me. But it's a challenge. I realize when I pronunciate something and that is wrong, and that I don't know, I take notes, but then I try again and it's always the same mistake. But of course, as Lilian said, it's something that it's me with myself. There's no one pressuring me. I think that nobody cares. It's just me inside my mind, and I need to deal with this kind of pressure. And remember that it's a process. That's why we are trying to reach fluency, and that's okay if they understood us. It's enough, I think. Right, guys. Next question. I love this kind of questions. So, question number 3: what moment made you feel proud of your progress in English, Oswald?
That happened this week. I was preparing, I was producing a topic for next immersions here while I was watching a live stream, a guy that was playing a simulator. And while I was preparing it, he advised a lot of important tips. He is an experienced sim racer, and I understood everything he said, So when I realized that, I was about 5 minutes preparing the top key, and oh well, I'm able to understand the people without to see her face expressions. And wow, I felt, oh yeah, I'm proud of myself. I couldn't imagine myself nowadays um, is able to do this, you know? I felt like I was listening Portuguese, you know?
Oh, that's a feeling that we can compare. It's
Yeah.
so you feel like, oh, I'm great, finally.
I felt a powerful guy a lot.
Nice. That's the same feeling that I felt when I did my first push-up without help, you know?
Wow.
It's the same feeling, same feeling that you reach certain level or challenge or milestone. That's a word that I learned with Lilia, and you feel so proud of yourself. Nice, nice, nice. And you, Lilia, what do you think?
I think everyone feels the same when can like learn a new thing entirely in English. Uh, about me, last month I started reading books only in English, but not books for English learners. Books that I would like to learn to read. And 2 weeks ago, I finished my first book totally in English, and the feeling was amazing because I could read everything and I could understand everything. Not everything, but the ideas, the concept, some vocabulary, of course, I don't know and I don't need to know because I could understand. So for me, this process when you realize, oh, I can do that in English. I can learn this course in English. I can read this book. I can. And the second thing is that I've been listening to a podcast by Mel Robbins. I think it is the name, and she's amazing. She's an author uh, about productivity and self-help, this type of content. And she invited a lot of authors that I like. And I've been listening to her podcast, and for me, it's amazing because I can understand, I can engage with the content. So uh, for me, it's this when I can do things in English, can consume things in English.
Podcasts, it's the perfect ones because it's just voice, it's just radio. And if you don't understand, you need to come back and then listen and then listen and then you finally understand. And I love when it's the podcast about gossip or histories, because it's fun. Nice, nice. Congrats, Lilia. And you, Bruno, what do you think?
I think that maybe in the first meeting that I could speak and the guys could understand me, like here the first answer that I speak and you understood. I think that it's the my I am feeling that it is my progress in English, this part. And I think that's the goal is understand the podcast as you said. Isn't my reality now, but it's the goal. And I think that when I saw that my English is in the way was in the first meeting that I could speak and the guys understand.
That's perfect because it's directly linked with our self-esteem, I think, when we are talking about work, and it's another language, and you're the only one, only Brazilian. That's so nice, nice. Congrats. In my case, let me see. I have my best friend. He's like always changing countries. Nowadays, he's living in German. And when he comes to Brazil, he always brings a new boyfriend or friend or whatever. And I need to talk to them because they're my friends too. So it's always in other language, like someone that is French, and we are communicating in English because I don't know French and he doesn't know Portuguese. And when I can like talk in a different conversation that it's not talk and talk and it's not work, it's not study, it's gossip, it's small talk and uh, gírias and humor and memes, and this is real for me. And it's nice when I'm able to talk without even thinking, without translating, just communicating and connecting with different people. So that's why I want to travel, and I never left Brazil, so that's why I want to travel to know other countries and to communicate in a configuration that it's not study, it's not just by speaking in English for practice. It's like sharing opinions, like we are doing here right now. I think this is a way for us to do this. And when I've read my first not technical, but my first serious book in English, my favorite author is Edward Said. He's Palestino, and I read this famous book in English. It's not the original language, but I read in English, and it's very difficult. So I was able to develop my vocabulary in different ways, like more political, social. So it was nice, very, very hard. Like I spent like 2 years reading the book, but it was nice. It was a great challenge for me. I want to choose a question about question number 5 because I want to share things. So, what is your favorite TV show, movie, or book that helped you learn English? How did it help? I love to hear what people are watching. So, we have like just 10 minutes, so I think this is our last question. What do you think, Osvaldo? Do you have some tips for us or
Oh,
recommendation?
could you pick another one while I'm thinking more about?
Okay, okay.
Be honest,
Lilia.
I don't know.
Okay, Lilian or Bruno, if you guys want to answer. Lilian, go ahead. Do you have like some recommendation for us?
Yes, I have. I have one recommendation about an app to practice reading and listening at the
Mm,
same time. Its name is Linguipril. Let me put on the chat because it's from Steve Kaufman. He's a polyglot, and he each app is based on I don't remember the name of the neuroscientist, but because you can learn a language with comprehensive input. So if you expose yourself a big amount of yours to reading and listening, you can learn a new language. And I realized that after my beginning using this app, my English got better. I can understand better. I can listen better. I can speak better. And for me, it was like a game changer. Yes, I need to learn grammar. I need to listen. I need to speaking. I need to do everything. But for me, this app is essential in my routine. So even if I don't have a lot of time, some days I try to use this app at least 20 minutes per day. But in my regular basis, I can use it for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So I really recommend this app. It's the only app that I think is not necessary, but is good for everyone.
and I'm just looking for, is it free?
Oh, this
Or
is
you
a
can
problem.
pay for it?
They have a free tire, but it's not so good as the premium tire.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought for like 200 reais and with the 1 year access for 1 year. So
Fair
I
enough.
think yes, I think it is not so expensive than other things.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use it for everything. For example, if you would like to read a book, you can put the PDF there and read and listen at the same time. If you would like to understand some slangs or words via YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, which you can put there. So you can use for everything. You can use for, and they have a session to practice writing. So you can write there, and some people will provide feedback. So I think it is like a complete app to practice almost everything.
It seems nice. I Google it, and there's the section that you can immerse yourself in books that you said. It seems nice. I'm going to look for it because I love other options besides Duolingo. Osvaldo, go ahead since you
Yeah,
remembered.
I was able to remember, guys. Well, when one of the last documentaries I've watched completely in English was one called The Minimalists Less Is Now from Netflix. This is amazing. I'm gonna try to avoid spoiler. However, it's related to minimalism concept and belief, that the people could live with a few things, material things. In summary, is that. So that's a great one. I truly recommend. I put the commentary cover on the chat for you. Yeah, I truly recommend this. These are 1 hour and something. Uh, and I consider the vocabulary used it's not so hard to understand. You're muted, Luis.
I clicked and then it started to download and it froze my my Zoom. Sorry, but that seems nice. I love minimalist um way of thinking. I know that it comes from the Asians culture, so I think that's a nice thing to think about in 2026. It's very important.
Me too.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'm going to look. Nice, nice. And you, Bruno, do you have some recommendation for us?
Mm, Now I'm watching a series called The Office. Is a famous series. Not is a newer series. Is a oldest series, but it's nice because talk about the routine in an office. Is a comment, but talk about the different things. So I'm watching this to practice my listening, and is a nice series. The Office.
The Office, it's nice. It's perfect when you want to learn wrong things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Has this part. Yeah.
But I love it. I love this is one of my favorite TV shows. And guys, I have two that I'm currently watching like obsessive with. It's Ted Lasso. It's my first one. It's a comedy. It's my favorite show of all time. I love because we have very different accents. We have Britain and Kansas accent, and it's so in a fast pace. Like the jokes, it's so fast, and the guys talk about it in a very different way, and it's about football in Inglaterra. So it's my favorite one. And okay, Ted Lasso, Ted. It's from Apple TV, I think. And the pitch, it's my favorite from the moment. Love the show, love this one. I think they won lots of Emmys, right? And the season, it's a shift in a hospital, and every episode it's an hour, and it's so fast. If you have ADHD, you're going to love it because they don't focus in one thing at a time, and it's always a sequence of plan images, like plano sequência. Perfect, like very good roteiro and characters. So nice. Guys, thank you for sharing this kind of things. I'm certainly going to look for, because I'm always looking for new things. And we don't have enough time for more questions, but I want to thank you for being here on a Friday morning. It was so nice. We answered like just 5 questions, but I think it was a great time for us to talk a lot. I like when we are in less people, because we have the opportunity to develop, to speak with more time. I don't know. And Bruno, welcome aboard. You're going to love it. These people were nice. Osvaldo, do you want to share your schedule here for him?
For sure,
the
every
host?
Tuesday and Thursday, 7 a.m. as well, guys.
Nice, nice, guys. Thank you and have a great day, guys.